Oh, baby. Oh, baby, baby. Oh, baby, baby. Oh, baby, baby. Yo, Zach only has one touchdown? Yo, we gotta pick that shit up.
Today, from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, it's week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Mexico City Golden Eagles.
It is a Chamber of Commerce afternoon here in the Peach State of Georgia. We've got the roof open, wide open, and we are ready for football at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Mexico City Golden Eagles and the Atlanta Falcons. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
They'll take over. First down.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And what's
Justin Fields, baby.
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say a great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now a man open down
Oh
the
my
field.
God, the
And
shoelaces.
down he goes, but he takes it
That
up
would have
to
been
the
gone.
40. That
Oh, I
one
did
good for
trade
a
Pride
first
Jr.
down
today.
pickup of 18 yards.
I don't care who
crazy.
you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow.
Oh,
I'm
man,
gonna
that
have
could
to
have been
make
gone.
someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
That should have been gone.
Now they try the right side here. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around
They got
the
the
line of
Marcus
scrimmage.
Lawrence.
He'll lose a yard
I
there,
totally
and it's
forgot
2nd and
about
11.
that.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up
2nd and 11.
at the 40-yard line.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
The pass caught by
They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
brings up 3rd down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
Right at midfield.
They'll get a couple
I'm
yards
running
on
the
that
left
one,
side.
and it's going to yield a new set of downs. Right back to him on 1st down. The numbers for him from a week ago. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
The throw over the middle taken in. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 30. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. They'll look to throw here on first down. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
Can't keep throwing until they leave.
Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
Until they leave him open.
How about to start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurate.
Damn.
In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
Damn.
And again this time to the tailback. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
They really did me like
Some of the
that.
most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The pass. Caught by number 10.
Come on, baby.
Been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate. Gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. And I'm just wondering.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
6 yards.
Everything
Third
closed up
goal
so
they decided
good.
to throw for, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open. Left him nowhere to go with the football. Had to absorb the sack.
And his kick is good. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
So here the Falcons now as they get set for their opening possession. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Shut that down real
When
quick.
you're trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged him.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Fielded just inside the 20. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now they'll run it on the toss.
Damn it, dude.
Midfield inside the 45.
If my fullback could have got to the safety, that would have been TD.
A gain of 11 on the play.
That would have been TD if we
Mexico City, first down.
got to the safety. I don't know what the hell he was doing.
3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Golden Eagles 3, Falcons nothing.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Over the middle to Smith. 7 yards the pick up there.
I think this one comes under the heading of sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because you and I both know coaches go crazy seeing their quarterbacks roll out, in this case to the right side, and try to throw it back into the middle of the field. He got away with one there.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
First down, Mexico City.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
Fuck, it got pretty stuffed.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He was brought down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice...
I threw a fucking pick.
Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Second down.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even
Son
the
of
best
a
of quarterbacks
bitch.
with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Tackle made.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
What the hell? We all fell for that shit.
Calvin Ridley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
I'm gonna put some real pressure on him.
Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground.
Oh, damn.
4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly.
Why did QB just get tackled still? Yeah, is that a flag?
There's a drive going on. You're in good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Brought down at the 23.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw.
I threw another one, bro. Fuck.
Picked by Kevin Byard. And he takes this one back into the end zone of the Falcon
Fuck, man.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands.
Really a close-ass game, only because I'm fucking myself.
Sounds like you're
2
watching
fucking
your own game
picks,
film
man.
up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball.
No shot I got caught like that, yo.
The long handoff, serve as your running play that way.
I actually got fucking caught.
Some of these runs now may pop bigger later
What
in the
the
game
fuck?
because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired.
And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown.
Mexico City.
From 19 yards away. And his guys are going to retake the lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, you know, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
At their own 25-yard.
So out come the Falcons now.
Fuck it, I'm gonna put pressure right off the bat.
They punted twice, not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is.
He knows I was gonna.
In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice.
He knows I was gonna put that pressure.
Seriously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter.
You're playing man on Hurst, man. I know Hurst ain't, I mean, I know he's damn fuck. Get the fuck on him.
It's now 3rd and 2.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And it's taken in at the 9. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
At the 17-yard line.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 20.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be
Oh my God,
down,
that
but not
trick.
before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
A gain of 14.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Flushed out right. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he's going to have a first down here as they're also into field goal range at the 28. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Campbell making the catch. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Catch made here by Campbell. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Back to throw again. That's complete right around the 8. And they're going to mark him down short. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he will take it in for the touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensive.
Trust their guys in this situation.
Plain man.
If they decide to take a shot.
Plain fucking man. Should be no reason why your guy get fucking beating you somewhere.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away.
Oh, he hit the pole. Damn, that has to hurt.
It's no good. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll start out with an AFC East matchup between Buffalo and the New York Jets. And it's the Bills with the lead in the second quarter. The Bills were losers in their opener, trying to get back on level footing as they lead on the road. From there, we're off to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And they've got the lead over the visiting Arizona Cardinals. Keenan Allen, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And that one's at halftime with the visiting Lions out on top. Jared Goff, a touchdown pass in that first half.
It's crazy.
Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Just gotta get the interceptions down, man. You got picked twice already. One for the house.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies?
Oh, my God.
The big fella. And all the way down to the 36-yard
Thank
line.
God he's fucking hurt.
After the
Fuck.
completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
He'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
33.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
21-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And again this time to the tailback. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
To number 24.
The 12 yards that time and picking up the first.
First down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup. Well, you got to think that sooner or later...
Oh, they didn't call it in.
But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Touchdown! A big play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give him a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes. Because
what a monster, man.
Jab, and finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder to put more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. He'll be dropped at the 30. A shifty move got him a couple extra on the play. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
3rd and 2.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Motherfucker, you think you can run on me?
27 yards.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that is
the pick, dog.
He couldn't hold on through the contact.
The fucking pick was there.
Brandon Jones on the coverage.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield.
They're going to call that roughing the passer, bro.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
It's stupid. Fucking stupid, ref.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially,
not good, bro.
It's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up
Not
second
good, bro.
and 11.
At the 21-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the defense has come up with it.
The pass.
Well, that's a down and distance coach is always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
And his throw is incomplete.
That was an
There,
interesting
it's
look
like
there because
barely
as soon as he
fucking
got
messing
outside
up.
the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try
Fuck,
to keep
it was
bodies
right
in
there,
front of him,
dude.
and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got an open man. That's
Fuck, I
Campbell.
want to Smith the
And
block.
he'll be tackled right on the
I'll do
chalk
that
at the
under.
45.
To Harris Campbell.
Call it a gain of 10, and they pick up the first.
First down, Mexico City.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
The pass. Complete to number 80.
But now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Number 12.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Golden Eagle.
Now they try the right side here.
Oh, come on, Smith, bro.
We have not seen that.
That's a fucking TD if you just fucking hold on, dude.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Oh, I was gonna say some Madden bullshit cheese.
The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Back to throw here. And
hello?
Pressure gets him back at the 14.
What the fuck? Hello?
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
To hold on to that one, and it's 3rd.
Man, give me a fucking screenplay. Thank God.
That one closed quickly and upforts the incompletion.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Looking sideline, incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 40. And all the way down to the
Spoke too fucking early.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That is caught at the 7. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The quarterback sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, they under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jerome Baker able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 2 straight sacks have him backed up now for a 3rd and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so...
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 8. And that's caught by Smith. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That gain on third down, good for 28.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and
Can we
11.
fucking block the dude, bro? Hello.
Stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
Now a good job shifting right, finding his target. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
To number 20.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And the Mexico City.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Irv Smith Jr., his 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
25-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over.
Kidding me?
And the coach called a running play.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon Jones on the coverage.
A very quick pass to Ridley. Now the Falcons going to use one of their
99 fucking overall.
Talking over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, possession switches hands. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Steps away. Smith catches left side. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Down by Josh Sweat. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
Stupid.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for our visitors, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll be at home next week for a date with the Air.
Yes, I know, fucked up. Ankle, anybody out for season? What's any of these players? Tear, pulled groin, broken collarbone, foot fracture, quad tear, partial PCL tear, nobody. Pulled groin, that's bad. Dislocated elbow, dislocated hip, torn pectoral, he's out for the year, damn. Nothing. Torn labrum, quad tear, partial ACL tear, Jesus Christ. Okay, elbow and abdominal tear, nobody. Dislocated knee, Achilles tear, that has to suck. A labrum tear, body. Broken collarbone, knee cartilage, broken collarbone, dislocated ankle, nobody, and that's it. Alright guys, well, 2-0 on the season. Justin Fields looking pretty good, fucking up some. 848 yards, 62 completions for 75 attempts, 9 touchdowns, 3 picks, 82% completion rate, not bad. Our average per game, that is nice. passer rating 136.6, really good. 11.3 yards per attempt, 82 yards on long. He's been sacked 3 times. Games played twice. But I will get back to you.